still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try to...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native, and quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. You see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 15 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Irving. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Cade Otton. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Buccaneers come in with 2 wins on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Complete to number 13.
Mayfield on play action. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. but he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
It's second and 8.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. Purdy looking to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ibuka. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. Well, that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves him in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. of the gun. Purdy in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3rd down and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 31 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
Throwing, Mayfield. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
15 yards. That's another Buccaneers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Bucky Irving. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing here, Purdy. This is Jennings. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearsall. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this is caught. Jennings. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
The shotgun to McCaffrey. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's caught. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay offense set to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Mayfield now. To the right side, catch made by Buccaneers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield on play action. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Shoves him away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. They'll
stay on the ground with Irvin. good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 30-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Able to find the open man. That's complete. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Mayfield looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
38-yard line. And 8 yards pickup. And the 49ers first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. McCaffrey running up the middle. An agile move and a nice game, then dropped at the 25-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Recovered by the offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
So finally, at this stage of the game, He lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down, but I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right, his longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now
Mayfield lost the football, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run out of the gun with Irvin. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up
from the gun, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield with it once more. Shoves him aside. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for San Francisco, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they will head back home next week.